Good morning. My thanks goes out to Alice Greenwald and all the stewards, the keepers of the flame, to ensure that visitors and residents and all who see this site understand not just the historic significance of it, but honor the lives lost and think of the lessons learned as we go forth. So to Alice Greenwald, I thank you and everyone involved. We are represented by individuals in Congress who also have been champions for this. Congresswoman Carolyn Maloney, Congressman Jerry Nadler, you'll be hearing from them briefly. I also want to recognize State Senator Brian Kavanaugh, who's joined us here today, and John Feel, the founder and president of Feel Good Foundation, an extraordinary individual who's been championing this cause for literally 2 decades to make sure that the survivors and their families get what's their due. I thank NYPD, the FDNY, the Port Authority Police to protect this land every day, and every single person that Alice mentioned. It's an extraordinary reminder that as you go through the list of people who showed up unprompted, just showed up here to help restore and to heal and to bring us back together, the common denominator for most is they were New Yorkers. Because it's in our DNA. When we get knocked down, we fight back and we come back. And we must never, ever forget that lesson. That is the story of this hallowed ground. At one time, this was a gaping hole. That hole has healed with this beautiful shrine, this place of solemnity, place people can come. But that doesn't mean the hole in our hearts have healed. As you look upon the family members who cannot believe that 20 years have lapsed already, my God, that's almost a lifetime. And yet it has. And their fear may be, are we going to forget? And as Alice said, we will never forget this. Never, ever forget this attack on U.S. soil, unprecedented in its scale. But for many, the devastation, the loss occurred on that day, 9/11. But there's so many who know the bigger story, that for 260 days, people showed up here exposed to toxins and contaminants. So the loss of life that occurred on that day, we did not know it then, but there'd be an effect where every single year as I speak at the firefighters and police officers memorial in Albany, more names are added from 9/11 because people succumb to the illnesses that they had no idea that they're exposed to. Their families had no idea. They may have lived a long time with survivor guilt, but ultimately that day took them down as well. That is what we don't forget. The brave people, the sanitation workers who showed up and had endured the unthinkable, what they saw, the private contractors, the city agencies, everybody who showed up and made sure that everything that was drawn from the site was honored and placed in a hallowed ground at Fishkills. That's what we remember. That's what we remember today. But I'm also going to remind us of that incredible resiliency. People said we could not come back. Close it down. Lower Manhattan is dead now because of that day. But if that had happened, that would have meant the terrorists would have won. And by our strength and determination to bring this city back, we demonstrated, no, they did not win. We won, and will continue to win the fight against terrorism, whether it's domestic or foreign terrorism. That is our message here today. Because this is New York. I'm proud of New York. I'm proud of what occurred back 20 years ago. I'm also proud of what we're going to do next. As we take the lessons of that strength, that resiliency from that time, when people said it could not be done, I know we're going to come back after this pandemic, and we will come back even stronger than before because we showed we did it 20 years ago. That is my faith in this city, that is my faith in the state of New York, and that is my faith in all New Yorkers. I leave here with a heart full of gratitude, a sense of awe, remembering those, yes, we lost, but those who survive with those memories, who still come year after year to honor the lessons of that day. Thank you, everyone.
A New York state law passed late last year extends child support for the parents or caregivers of children with developmental disabilities until the child turns 26 years old. A mother in Onondaga County has applied for the extended child support so she can better provide for her daughter. Samantha Croston reports.
Should try fishing from it.
Ha! If Uncle Chris still has the fishing stuff.
Kathy Smith hasn't always been able to give her daughter everything she wanted.
I feel she is like a normal child.
People are so outrageous. I can tell you that.
Who likes to do various things, inexpensive things, buy video games or go to the most and different outdoor activities that, you know, sometimes financially I just don't have the extra money for.
Made more difficult after the duo became homeless this January.
We had a house fire due to our furnace not working for the past few months. And technically a repairman came over to fix it. And in the middle of the night, the furnace actually caught on fire, and that was the end of that was the end.
Finding out about the extended child support was a godsend.
You know, we're moving on to a brighter, happier future, and it'll mean a lot to make my mom happy with the income coming to her and everything.
The law was pushed for by state and local leaders because of the increased likelihood of divorce in families that care for special needs children.
We got through it.
Yeah, we got through it together, I can tell you that.
The law was passed unanimously by the New York State Legislature in October of 2021. It was in an effort to recognize that even once the child turns 21 years old, they still have day-to-day needs that the main caregiver of the child is primarily responsible to take care of. Kathy already works 2 jobs and says that extra cash will allow her to spend more time with her daughter.
Continue life as it is without, you know, cutting budgets and cutting out activities and fun things to do.
We would just be in a dead end. Like, we would have no money to keep, support food, living, self-care for me.
But it's about more than the money.
It's not just the money, but to make sure that she has a wonderful quality of life, that she can do things that her friends and her peers are able to do, so she doesn't feel left out.
It's about happiness.
We've been through a lot, definitely, in this crazy year. And I just for once want to see my mom smile, definitely. I miss her smile every day, and it makes me, makes me cry a lot of tears on seeing my own mother smile, because she has been through a lot, and I definitely would like to see her do that. Wow.
And spreading awareness about the law so other people can experience that happiness too.
This is a really cool program. This is, a really great opportunity for kids like us. And I'm just, spreading the word just to make sure that our voices are heard no matter what, no matter where we are. I should be a motivator. You are the greatest mother in the world, I can tell you that.
Thank you.
Gave me everything.
Central New York is about to break through another budget-busting barrier on gas prices. At this moment, we are on the brink of $5 a gallon gas. The national average is $4.61, and that is the highest price on record, up 2 cents from last week and up over 40 cents from last month. Our Samantha Croston is standing by live in East Syracuse with the latest tonight.
Well, the price at this burned area off of Thompson Road is sitting at $4.89 for just 1 gallon. And as we continue in Syracuse, what seems like an inevitable march to $5 for a gallon of gas, there is definitely some pain at the pump, but there's also gratitude this Memorial Day.
This Valero station on Erie Boulevard in Syracuse is selling regular gas for $4.99 a gallon. GasBuddy.com, which relies on drivers to report prices, says this is one of 3 stations in the greater Syracuse area to now be charging 1 penny shy of $5 a gallon.
We make the best of it. Who likes it? Nobody likes to stand around and look at high gas prices, but bottom line is to be with family and friends and be able to get out and do stuff. It's a small price to pay, actually.
Memorial Day may have tempered the frustration some are feeling about the price.
We are very grateful for all of the service that they put in, and certainly the people that are serving in the military today. Thank them from the bottom of our hearts.
Thankful that they are dealing with merely the effect, high gas prices, instead of those dealing with the cause, the Russia-Ukraine war.
I sent a message to my significant other this morning. He's a retired Marine, and I said, I know it's not Veterans Day, it's Memorial Day, and normally that's just to celebrate those who have given their life the ultimate sacrifice. But I told him, I said, I'm really thankful for what you did for those 20 years so that people like I could live in a country where we're not afraid of war knocking on our doorstep.
Thankful that they have family members to celebrate the weekend with, instead of grieving the untimely loss of family members from the Buffalo mass shooting and Uvalde, Texas school shooting.
I feel for those families that are struggling today that don't have Memorial Day celebrations with their family because their family's not here. And we're fortunate. Our family's here. And it's a tragedy, and I hope that it stops soon.
And we found many people hopeful that the price will come down sooner than later.
I think that when we think about the fact that this holiday was started to show gratitude for people who went above and beyond and gave everything, just puts life in perspective and just makes us want to appreciate all the humans around us.
Now, the state share of the gas tax will be suspended this coming Wednesday. That's expected to drop the price of a gallon of gas by around 16 cents. Where the price goes from there, we'll have to just wait and see.